So start today. Start by being mindful of your thoughts. Start by feeding your mind with the kind of information, people, and experiences that will push you towards success. Challenge the negative thoughts when they arise and replace them with thoughts that serve you. Visualize your goals, meditate, pray, and take control of your mind, because when you do that, you take control of your life. And once you're in control of your mind, there's nothing you can't achieve. Now let's dive into something that people often overlook but plays a huge role in how their lives unfold: your mood. Your mood is like the lens through which you see the world, and if you don't control it, that lens can distort everything around you. Think about it. You've probably seen it happen before. Someone wakes up on the wrong side of the bed, and all day they carry that bad energy with them. Every interaction is negative. Every obstacle feels like a catastrophe. They're walking around like the whole world is against them, when in reality, it's their mood that's the problem. They've let a fleeting emotion take over and dictate how they experience their day. But here's what you need to realize: your mood doesn't just happen to you. You have more control over it than you think. Your mood is not some external force that you're powerless against. It's not something you have to surrender to. Your mood is a choice. It's something you can regulate, something you can manage no matter what's happening around you. And when you understand that, when you realize that you have the power to control your emotional state, everything starts to change. Now, let's be clear about something: emotions are real. I'm not saying you should ignore how you feel. If you're angry, you're angry. If you're sad, you're sad. Those are legitimate emotions, and they deserve to be acknowledged. But here's the thing: just because you feel something doesn't mean you have to let it control you. Feelings are like waves. They rise, they fall, they come, they go. But you don't have to be swept away by them. You can learn to ride the wave instead of drowning in it. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that their feelings are facts. They wake up feeling stressed or anxious, and they start to believe that their entire day is doomed. But feelings are not facts. Just because you feel something in the moment doesn't mean it's the absolute truth. It doesn't mean your day is ruined or that your life is off track. It's just an emotion. It's temporary. And the moment you start to recognize that, the moment you understand that your mood is fluid and can be changed, you take back control. Here's where you start awareness. Most people go through their day on autopilot, completely unaware of how their mood is affecting them. They let their emotions dictate their actions without even realizing it. They're reacting instead of responding. But when you become aware of your mood, when you check in with yourself and say, wait a minute, how am I feeling right now? You give yourself the power to shift that energy. You become the one in the driver's seat rather than letting your emotions steer the car. Think about it. How many times have you let something small set the tone for your whole day? Maybe you got stuck in traffic, or someone said something that rubbed you the wrong way. Before you know it, you're carrying that frustration with you all day, snapping at people, getting irritated over things that don't really matter. You let that one small thing snowball into something much bigger than it needed to be. But when you control your mood, you can stop that snowball before it gets rolling. You can pause, take a breath, and decide how you want to respond. You can choose to let it go, to not let that moment define your entire day. And that's the key choice. You always have a choice when it comes to your mood.